The first thing you have to do is when you get a urgent request from your guest at one of your units, is guest was satisfied and they said, okay, thank you. So now, sometimes things like this can go south, right? What happens usually when people get bad reviews is they don't offer a solution to the problem. Chris, the oven is not working. So the first thing I'm gonna do, of course, is diagnose the problem to understand exactly what is going on, right? Some pastries and cookies, and actually even could do popcorn. So this should do exactly what my guests need to do for it. So, all right, I'm about to. What is going on? Welcome to the channel. Just got an urgent request that the oven went out in one of my units, man. So I'm having to make a quick run to the Walmart to get I'm gonna get a large toaster oven, one of the really nice air fryer ones. It's gonna cost me about $100. That'll just buy me some time before I can get the oven checked out. I'm actually making this video today to show you guys how you have to respond to your customers in times of chaos to ensure you get a good rating. So we're gonna chime back in a minute. The first thing you have to do is when you get a urgent request from your guests at one of your units, is always offer them some type of solution. So specifically for my situation, my guest reached out to me and basically said, Chris, the oven is not working. So the first thing I'm gonna do, of course, is diagnose the problem to understand exactly what is going on, right? Did the entire oven go out, or is it just, or is it the stove, or is it just like part of it? So I did that, and my guest told me that, what is wrong with my car right now? It is being so annoying. It's trying to talk to me. But anyway, so I did that, and I found out that she said it was just the oven. So that means something is going wrong with the eye at the bottom, because this is an electric stove, that it's not working. So I know this isn't a situation where I could go and fix it. Maybe I could. Sometimes with those electric elements at the bottom, you could just go there and plug them in, like push them in, because maybe somehow it got pulled out of the little plug. But I don't want to take any chances. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Walmart and I'm gonna go ahead and pick up a air fryer oven, which basically solves the customer's problem. So that's what you always want to do. You always want to offer a solution that solves their issue. Now, the first thing the customer said to me, my guest said to me, when I offered this, is she said that an air fryer wouldn't work, because they're thinking the typical air fryer. They're not understanding that these air fryers, aka toaster ovens, are so advanced now that basically they operate pretty much just like ovens, and they actually do more than ovens. One of the ones I'm gonna pick up actually does about 12 different functions. So of course the rebuttal is that's not gonna work. We're trying to bake cookies for the kids, and then I come back with basically telling them, yes it will. This oven that I'm gonna get you is specifically built to make cookies and other items. So at that point, the guest was satisfied and they said, okay, thank you. So now, sometimes things like this can go south, right? You could offer that and the customer could still demand that you get them exactly what they want, which would be an oven fix. Now I know it's after 4 o'clock in the afternoon, that if it is a real problem with this oven, I cannot get it fixed today. So my goal is to offer a solution to the customer. This goes a long way when it comes to a review, because the customer and the guest is gonna understand that even though they had an issue, I offered a solution. What happens usually when people get bad reviews is they don't offer a solution to the problem. Sometimes the solution that you offer may not be a perfect fit, but you always have to offer a solution. Just always remember that anytime you have a run-in with your guests. All right, I'm gonna chime back in when I get in Walmart, and I'm gonna show you guys the air fryer oven that I'm gonna be picking up. See you in a bit. All right, chiming back in. So I was able to find it. Here is what I ended up getting. It's a Garuma air fryer, and you can clearly see on here, air fry, toast, bake, confection bake, roast, everything pizza. And it actually has a picture. Let's see. There's some fried chicken there. And then I believe some cookies on the top, maybe. So, maybe not. Yep. Of some pastries and cookies. It actually even could do popcorn. So this should do exactly what my guests need to do for it. So, all right, I'm about to check out right now and get out of this mess here in Walmart. I'm gonna chime back in a little bit, wrap this up.